Hello, good morning, happy Monday everyone. I hope you're all well, had a good weekend. If your weekend is not beginning on a Monday and begins on different days, I hope you're enjoying your week whenever it has started, wherever you are. So I had a great weekend myself, did some things around Portugal, and happy to be back on here now on a Monday to talk about passion, talking about what is your passion, how do you awaken your passion, how do you find what your passion is, and how you can share that with other people. So for myself, I can say that I feel like I have definitely finally found my passion after 30 something years, and I'm really happy and passionate about what I do now, and I'm really I love what I do. I love helping people change their lives through myself, changing my own life through daily practice, through doing things not by some magic formula, but by working on myself every day and sharing the things that work for me. And then if people choose to do that themselves, then I'm really happy for that to happen. So for you, obviously, if you're a Monday is a lot of times seen if we work in a job that's Monday to Friday. Sometimes Monday can be a bit of a drag. I know before when I had jobs like that, Monday was always a dreaded thing. You weren't looking forward to Monday. You had the weekend of freedom, and then Monday you were back. So in that case, those jobs that I was doing were obviously not my passion. I was doing the job for money, or I was doing the job just because I needed to do something to take up my time. So what we really want to look at is, what are our passions? What do we love to do? What makes us what makes our heart sing? What makes us positive, smile? What makes it feel like time flies? And I can say I would definitely do this. What I am doing now, I would do this for the rest of my life for free if the conditions were right and it was possible to do that within this world. I would do that. So that's how I know it's my passion, because I would do it happily for the rest of my life for free. It wouldn't matter. But obviously the world that we live in now, we need money to survive, we need money to pay bills, we need money to eat, and these sorts of things. So obviously that's dictates that how we work in the world. But looking at wherever you are in your life, if you look at the things that you're passionate about, if you follow that passion, generally the money will follow. And as well, if you're following your passion, doing what you love, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a job that you're getting paid for. It can be something that you do outside of that. But as long as you are following your passion and doing the things that you love on a daily basis, a weekly basis, monthly, you're always getting something that you love to do into your time, then your life is going to be much better, and you're going to be happier, you're going to be more energized, you're going to enjoy your life in the way it should. So how do we find these things? That's the big thing. So it took me a long time before I found my passion, and it kind of found me. But how do anyone that's watching now or watches in the future, how do you find your passion? How do you get there? And for me, what it is you go back to like your childhood or these types of things, and go and think about the things that you did for no reason, not for any gain, or what did you do that you just did just for fun? And what were those things? There are many different things, probably different things when we were kids, what we did. But if you can bring those into your life now, or that feeling into your life now, and continue to do, whether it's within your work or if it's something that you do outside of your work, doing more of that. Do the things that you really love, do the things that make you happy, make you laugh, that time seems to go very slow whenever you're doing these things. It doesn't seem to drag. If we're in a job that we don't really like, then the time will drag there. And I talked about time before, and how it's malleable, and it's really on how we experience time is down to how we actually are and what we're actually doing, and how we fill our time. Because we all have the same amount of time. We all have 24 hours in a day, and we all choose to spend it in a certain way. and a lot of times we'll spend it in jobs or activities or thoughts that we don't actually like, and we punish ourselves. And I say, obviously there are necessities in this world. Like I said, there's necessities. We need to earn money within this system that we're currently in, and that's what we have to do. And sometimes that leads us to things that we don't like to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to always do that. The things that are going to bring the most money and the most joy and the best opportunities and the most abundance is doing what you love. It's really doing what you love. And if at this point in your life doing what you love it doesn't bring abundance, doesn't bring like the normal, what we would say, how a job brings you like security and that thing, doesn't mean that you don't do that. You start doing that now in your part-time. Do the things that you love in your part-time, and if you continue to do that, you continue to follow that, then that can become your career or your life purpose, your life path. But just begin today. Don't let doubts of what I do for my passion, what I do for love can't bring me an income or can't support me in my life. Just do it. Just start doing it, and join with other people that are doing it, and emulate people that are doing the things that you would like to do. Follow what they are doing and see how they've made it work, and just start practicing. Start bringing it into your life in a way that is fun. It's like a natural progression of your life, because your soul's purpose is to evolve and experience itself, and that's when we do things that we love. And this will be different for everyone. It could be a sport, it could be singing, it could be volunteering and helping people. If we look at a couple of situations that's happened over the last while, both two fires. If we look at the fire in London, and we look at there's some fires here in Portugal, and we look at what is the outcome of those, apart from the very sad things that people have lost their lives through these events. But look at what the results of those things are. Communities coming together and working together, people volunteering and giving their time without even thought for their own lives. And I talked about the firemen that go in and without regard of their own life, they're helping people. That's people working from passion. They're people they're not doing this to gain something. They're doing it out of compassion and love for other humans. And you can bring that passion and compassion and love for other humans into your normal day-to-day life. These big events where it takes like this huge swathe of compassion where people lose their lives in fires or similar things, those are catalyzing, and they bring people together. So, but you want to, while these things happen continuously, you want to be able to do this in times when just normal day-to-day life. How can you bring that compassion and passion and drive into your normal daily life? How can you bring it into your job now? If you don't like the job that you're in now, but you will be in that job for some time, how can you make it better? How can you bring the things that you love into the job in some way? How can you do that? There are ways of doing this, and many people do. You can have people in the same job, but they have wildly different experiences, and the people that they work with will have wildly different experiences because of how their attitude is and how they see themselves, and they see what is. Maybe it's not their dream job, but they actually act in a way that makes them happy, that makes the other people happy, makes their clients happy. They see the positives, and they work within the framework of where they are now. So you can do that. Anyone can do that in any job. I'm sure you can find any job where people actually act in a different way, and they make it fun, they make it passionate, they enjoy themselves, and then whenever they're off, maybe they do more of that. So I'm just encouraging everyone to really follow your passion. Look what makes you happy. Really dig in deep. Maybe go back to childhood things and look at what did I do for no reason. I wasn't doing something to gain something. I was just doing something just for the fun of it. It's like when people play musical instruments, there's not a goal at the end of playing an instrument or playing some music. They're doing it for the joy, for the fun of it. And the best musicians are the people that are in that flow. They're not thinking about, am I going to create a career from this, or how much money am I going to earn from this? The people that do it best, they are in flow, and then automatically the money and the abundance and the opportunities flow from that, because they are open to it and they're just doing it for pure joy, for pure love. And that's what we want to look at. And everyone can find these things that they can do and put into their daily life now, and get back to the sort of innocent childhood, and get back to doing those things, and forget about the societal requirements of how adults should act. Forget about all that, and we're too worried about what people think and what society thinks. Just do them. Sing, dance, run in the rain, do whatever it is that makes you happy, even for a short time. Just put it into your day for some short period of time, and then each time you do that, your soul is expressing more. You're becoming more of who you are, and the universe is just going to give you more of the opportunities to do that. And that's the way to expand and open up and live our life in the way that's happy. Because what have we got? We only have now. So creating that happiness, creating that abundance, that flow, that joy in our lives and others, that's where we need to be to just live life in the way it should be. Life was not meant to be difficult and hard and a struggle, but we give ourselves many difficulties and struggles and hardships. But that's not what life was designed to be. Life was designed to be joyful, to be an expansion of, to be a becoming, and to experience dark and light, and experience the roller coaster of up and down. That's what we're here for. But if we're always focusing on the lows, and I'm a victim and these things are per me, and then we're not going to enjoy the highs, or we're actually not even going to see that we do have highs in our life. And if we're focusing on because of our history, our past, maybe our childhood or our education systems, maybe we were taught these things, or we've been given beliefs that are not real, but they're negative beliefs, they're limiting beliefs. So maybe we have to get in touch with those beliefs and see why am I continuing to work with these beliefs if they're manifesting things in my life that I don't want. So yeah, just really encouraging people to really follow your passion, get out in nature, play with animals, play with kids, get in touch with your inner child again, do the things that don't have any specific gain or purpose to them, as far as why they shouldn't do things that there's no why. It's not because I'm doing this to achieve this, or I'm doing it. No, I'm just doing what I love whenever, and put it into your life in whatever way you can. Say if you have a family and a job that takes up a lot of your responsibilities, you have to make time for you, however that is. And if we continue to say I don't have time, I don't make, then we are choosing to, choosing that to be our reality. But you can choose. There are people that do these things. They make time for themselves and they still juggle. And I have huge admiration for people that do that. I'm not saying that it's like there aren't challenges to that if you have a family and you have a job, or even two jobs, or whatever it is. But there are people that do that, and they do it successfully. So it's just looking at ways in which you can change and get out of the belief systems, get out of the habits that keep us contained, because our consciousness is unlimited. Our abilities of creation are unlimited. We have the ability to create anything in our life within our belief system. And if our belief systems are holding us captive to one line of creation, then we need to break out of that. We need to look at ways in which we can get in touch with those beliefs. And if those beliefs are negative and limiting, we need to let them go. And then we need to adopt a new positive belief. And usually it's the opposite of what that was. So if I constantly say I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that, then that's what I'm going to create. I'm going to create no time. I'm going to create busyness. I'm going to create things that take up all of my time, and I'm going to create and attract situations that's going to take up all of my time. But as I said, there are the same amount of hours in every day for everyone, and if some people do this and they seem to have more time than others, they're doing something different. So just look at ways in which you can do that. Look at ways in which you can change your belief systems. Look at ways in which you can just follow your passion, find your passion, awaken it. Look at the things that feel good to do, and do more of it. Do it in your part-time. If you can do it in your work, which you can as well, just bring that into your daily life, and things will begin to change. The universe will start throwing more and more things that are going to make you feel good, and you'll create. And that's it's a circular motion. They're given the energy of feeling good, and then it's going to come back, and the people around you will feel it, and they will start to grow as well. And it's a cycle, and once we realize that circular motion always is continuing, what we're putting out is coming back to us. What we are is what we will experience. So start to experience and enjoy and create what you want. Create what's good for you. Create what brings happiness and joy and peace and more time and timelessness. So that's just a short message today. I was a bit later coming on because we have been doing some self-work ourselves today, myself and my partner Elise, and we're always on this journey. Everything I talk about here is things that we experience ourselves. So we were talking about passion and purpose, and talking about limiting beliefs maybe that we still are holding on to, and we work on it every day. And everyone can do this, and you don't necessarily need someone else to do this. You can do it on your own with self-inquiry. Sometimes it's easier if people are detached from the situation and they can see more clearly. So that's why working with someone, maybe one-on-one, like the things I do on Skype, where I work with like limiting beliefs and how to manifest abundance, how to get the relationship you want, how to get the career you want, how to enjoy the career that you have now, enjoy the relationship that you have now. So again, it's not always looking for something that's out there or something needed to manifest. No, it's about being happy here and now with what is, and that's when you're in the place of power where you can create more and more of what you want in that direction. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can contact me for one-on-one Skype sessions. A really powerful program that I use. I use all the methods that we talk about and all the methods we use with Breathwork that have transformed people's lives. We do that. We're doing retreats here in Portugal as well. If you want to come to the sunshine, it's a bit windy today, but there's been very, very hot. You can come visit us here in Portugal. We do 3, 5 and 7 day retreats here, which is residential. You will stay with us and you will live and breathe this every day, and it's very, very powerful, very, very life transformative, and it's something that I'm very happy to be sharing. I'm very passionate about sharing this because I know and I have experienced that people have absolutely transformed their lives through these practices and others. Also the Facebook group for people that can't travel, I'm going to set up this Activate Your Life program where it will be a monthly virtual retreat where we will have video instruction, we will have documents and practices that you will do every day, all of the practices that we do on the retreat, but you can do it in a virtual environment. We'll have a Facebook group where everyone that's part of the retreat will be there together to support each other, to ask questions. I will do live videos on there as well, and yeah, that's going to be exciting. Also called Activate Your Life. That's going to be 30-day retreat. And just a word about activate. What does that mean? So activate is, so it's actually turning on something that's already there. So everything that I talk about that where we're looking for these beliefs or looking at things in our life that maybe are not there now and we want to achieve them, actually those things are already a part of you. All of the things that you want, everything that exists right now. So activate just means turning something on that's already there, or opening your eyes to the awareness of something that's already there. So that's something to think about, that it's not something outside of you, it's not something you have to achieve, it's something that you have to remember, it's something you have to just know that you have all this potential within you already, and we're just turning it on. We're just reminding you that you can do this, and that you do this, but we'll just do it consciously now, and you'll know that you'll see the results instantly when you work on these things. So yeah, just a few short thoughts today. Thank you very much for everyone who has joined in, who watched on the live stream. If you want to comment or ask me any questions about passion, finding your passion, work, relationships, money, anything like those, you can contact me, you can message me. There's lots of people will message on Facebook because they don't want to interact on the live videos, which is fine as well. As I say, all the work we do, we can do it in confidentiality. It doesn't need to be shared with the world just now, because I did the same myself. So contact me if you want to get involved with one-on-one work on Skype or in person here in Portugal, or retreats that you can come visit us in Portugal as well, and the online virtual retreat, which will be on Facebook and through the video tutorials. So thank you very much for joining. I hope you have an amazing Monday, and do something today that you would have done as a child. Do something today that doesn't create anything or doesn't need an achievement. Just do something for fun and just reconnect with that inner child, and the more you do that, the more fun you will have, and the better life will be for you and the people around you. So thank you very much for joining. I will chat with you all very soon, and I will see you then. Ciao. Bye bye.